Now that was a good episode of Garo. I have to say, this was a really, really good episode, and I'm curious to see what is going to happen next. So, the ending of this episode, that is when things really change, and my interest in next week's episode is kind of hyped up right now. So, Herman is going to be working with Mendoza? What the fuck? Like, what? Why is Mendoza gonna be helping out Herman? Like, that doesn't make a lick of sense. It doesn't, because Mendoza, you know, he's been shamed from the Makai Knights. Like, he can't be one, technically. So, that cliffhanger, I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is going on here? So, there's not much more I can really talk about on the ending of this episode, because that's all the information I know. I'm like, okay, so that's... yeah, at the end of the episode, though, with the next week's episode preview, we get to see Leon once again, so most likely it's going to be a Leon-based episode next week, so I can't wait to see that, because I like episodes focused around Leon and getting to see him, what he's doing with his daily life. That's something I actually really do like, and I'm glad next week we're going to go back to his point of view. So, this episode, I actually really enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun watching this episode, and it really got me interested in seeing what direction the series is going to take, because in this episode, it's kind of obvious by now, if you've been watching these past couple episodes for a while now, it's obvious that Herman and Himena, I think that's her name, you know, the girl that Herman is currently staying with at the inn, that one girl, pretty much, we know for a fact she's starting to get some form of romantic feelings towards Herman. We already know that. It's already obvious, the shipping is there, and it's been gradually building up slowly for the course of this series. And with this episode, that's pretty much what this episode was. It was like the episode to confirm that this shipping pair is going to happen, because Herman is getting feelings for her, she's getting feelings for him, and eventually they most likely either going to get together at the end of this series, or something very bad is going to happen to where she will die. One or the other is going to happen. Either Mendoza's going to kill her, or Herman's going to do something that might accidentally kill her. Something's going to happen, because the build-up with this one girl that's, you know, currently being shipped with Herman, there's something going on here. And likewise with Leon, with his, you know, current affairs, what he's doing on the farm and all that. I think that family is most likely going to get killed too. So, this episode, for the most part, pretty basic, pretty simple. It is been the standard, you know, setup for the individual episodes so far when it comes to Garo. It's kind of like another Monster of the Week type episode, except it's a little bit more engaging and it's different from the previous episodes, because you also have some romance development going on top of this, along with, you know, some progression at the end of the episode with Mendoza, and you get to see, you know, the Black Plague. I was kind of intrigued to see the Black Plague introduced into Garo. Like, I mean, I didn't expect to see that in this series, and when the girl got actually the Black Plague in this episode, I'm like, oh shit, she's gonna fucking die, because, you know, back then there wasn't really any, you know, medical remedies for the Black Plague, and so to see that, I thought she was gonna die this episode. I was like, oh, that's gonna be fucked up. Like, if that, you know, dude, Phoebian, I think that dude's name was Phoebian, if that dude, doctor guy, ate her, oh shit, that would have been crazy. But the episode progressed to where Herman defeated the dude, the doctor dude, that was actually evil, but at the exact same token, he managed to grow his romance relationship with the person he's been staying with for multiple episodes now. So that's pretty much the episode. I mean, the episode of Garo is pretty good. I mean, animation of the episode, it was average. It was nothing too spectacular, but I mean, it was just average. Yeah. Most likely they're saving their budget for the later half of Garo, because there is a Season 2 and this is just Season 1. So, majority of this Season 1 is probably going to be just gradual build-up for whatever events we should expect. And music, as always, when it comes to Garo, standard Garo music, it's really badass. If you like Garo's music, you'll definitely like the music in this episode. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.